Howdy, it's Dr. Alejandro.
And I'm Dr. Emily.
And as many of you know, we have 4 clinics on our first 3 years in practice.
If you're ready to level up your business, find us at paththovictorychiro.com to get on the path to victory.
The fastest way to lose time and money, take advice from people who never built what you're trying to build. And that's exactly what we're going through. We're going through a season of ups and downs, a lot of changes. We've never been in this stage of life before. Thankfully, we have a partner, we have mentors, we have coaches that can guide us. But there's some things that we don't have control of. And one of them right now, we're trying to buy a house. We're on the growing season in our life. Mm-hmm. And we know a lot of realtors, great realtors, and we chose one in particular because Emily is such a great human being that she wants to help people, and that's just who she is, and that's great. I admire that. So she wants to help these people that are friends, nothing wrong with it, nothing personal, but I'm a big believer now, after learning from this experience, that makes business and friendship. Mm-hmm. So fast forward, it's a realtor, we've had a couple deals come by, we're the ones selling the house, and the deals haven't been great. And I'm like, hey, what about if you answer this? What about if you answer this? Hey, but like, what about this? And like, this person just wants to get out, basically, like just saying like, yeah, I think we should take that. No, we're not going to take that. Like, mm-hmm. It's not your money, it's my money. So mm-hmm. like, can you ask for this? I don't think we should. Like, what the hell? Like, I hire you for a reason. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, he reached out to me and said, hey, I don't think we should continue because, you're telling me what to do in business, and just it's a small town. I want to keep my relationship with the realtors. And here's when I started asking as a realtor, do you want to be there for your client or do you want to be there for other mm-hmm. realtors? Mm-hmm. So it's like, whose back do you have? And I spend a lot of money, a lot of time in sales, because that is part of every business. If you're gonna have a business, you need to learn how to sell. And I gave him a couple of advice. He didn't take it, so it's like, you don't want to take this advice to be on a good term with realtors. That doesn't make sense. The realtor is not going to bring you money. What is going to bring you money is more clients. And honestly, I'm not going to refer him to more people because I haven't had a good experience, and I feel bad about this because I came with a great mentality about like, wow, this is going to be awesome. We could refer him for more people. This can open a lot of doors. But it hasn't been like that, unfortunately.
Mm-mm. I was just thinking, in chiropractic, we take the Hippocratic Oath. Whenever doctors graduate, they basically say, first, do no harm. First, I will put my patient's needs before the needs of me, no matter what their financial situation is, no matter what religion, no matter what politics they want to practice. Their health, their care is the most important thing. And it reminds me of realty too. Like, the client's needs should always come first, no matter if it's ridiculous, no matter if we say, you know what, I want you to buy a new roof, whatever the things are. As my realtor, you represent me. So you go to the buyer's realtor and say, this is what my client wants. How can we make this work? And so I have told our realtor, like, I know we're not in the business of realty, but it doesn't really matter if we're selling chiropractic, if we're selling real estate, if we're selling ice to Eskimos. The selling game is the same across all industries. There's principles that you live by, and it's your client's needs are always number one, not, well, I need to talk with these people in the future, so I want to save face. Like, it's not about that at all. Yes, your reputation is important, but also getting your client what they need is super important too.
Absolutely. And then like the 2 points that I'm bringing here, especially for young chiropractors or even students or chiropractors that are not doing great in practice, is the first one, experience matters in business, mm-hmm. And that's why you need to get yourself close. If you just graduated or you're not doing great in practice or, you're thinking of opening a clinic, surround yourself with people that are on the level that you want to get to.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you don't want to hang out with the same people that you graduated school. That's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. Literally, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because you guys are going to be on different stages of life, different levels. So mm-hmm. that's not going to happen. So enjoy them while you're in school, but you guys are not going to be on the same level, unfortunately. So just surround yourself with the people that you want to be around, the people that are going to get you to the next level. By doing that, you need to be coachable as well. Mm-hmm. Take the advice and not take the advice, just do it as well. Because there's a cost of inaction. So it doesn't matter how much time you spend with them, how many books you read. If you don't put it into action, nothing is going to happen.
Right.
And the second one is the ego portion. So with this experience, I learned, wow, is that his ego, or is that just who it is? I don't know. I don't really know. I don't think it's going to be his ego. But that's what brought the point of ego, because I know in chiropractic there's a lot of ego. And I talked to a school and I said, hey, most of the times we don't hire people from this school because there's a lot of ego. Someone had a problem with this. Someone reached out to Emily, blah, blah, blah. It's people that don't have time. People that don't have time, that they're just wasting their time, are like thinking about these things. I don't know why. So just make yourself busy. But if you have ego, you're not going to be listening and you think you know everything when you don't know everything.
Yep.
You know, at this stage of our life, literally, I just want to listen to everything of the people that are on the stage that I want to be.
Yes.
And I want to apply that. Those are the things that wake me up at night. Those advice that people give me, I'm thinking at night, how can I start applying that for we could go to the next level and give the best care to our patients?
And we're by no means saying like we know it all, or we're the best in chiropractic, or we're the best at business, but we are doing pretty well. I think we're doing something right to be at the level that we're at. I know we have loads of levels to still go, but for somebody who's in our realtor's position, we would not trade lives with that person, right? We just wouldn't do that because of the situation that he's in right now, and nothing wrong with that. We really want the best for him. But in that instance, I'm not going to take advice from him about how to negotiate, because of the way that we're conducting our business is very different than the way he is. So overall, this has been a really good learning experience. I think anything in life that you go through, like what we're going through, selling a house and buying a house, is super stressful, and we're learning that. And it's a season of expansion, which is really cool. Like, I can't wait to see and learn who we become on the other side of this. But I think it's really good to take these little notes and lessons from situations like this and be like, hey, this is definitely not how I want to conduct business. Or, hey, maybe we could take something from that playbook and apply it to our playbook.
And from this as well, is you need to interview the realtor. And that's something we learned now. It's not about friendship, because you're going to meet a lot of realtors. It doesn't matter where you are. There's millions of them. So just interview them, you know. And that's why I was talking to another realtor that we're pretty close by. It's a female. I'm like, you match my energy. You match my attitude. I don't know why I'm not working with you right now.
Yes.
You know, because you literally like will go out there and do whatever it takes to get a deal. Those are the people that I needed on my side.
Qualities.
And if you are a chiropractor, you own your own clinic, and you are in a transition of buying a house or selling a house, just be aware that your clinic is going to suffer as well. Because all that energy that it takes is a pain in the butt to sell or buy a house. All that energy that is supposed to be on the clinic, now you're splitting it with the buying or selling a house. So just be aware of that. That is around 20% is the law that they have.
Yes.
And I put it, if you're seeing it on the camera, you know, I use my two fingers. Like, that's what they say. It's going to be at least 20% that is going to suffer. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes it happens. So just be ready for it. Yeah,
it's a distraction at the end of the day. Just like having the Airbnbs, just like investing in things that took our time and our mental capacity. When we're not applying that to our main thing, to our main thing that brings revenue and brings us, like, it's our stability, it's our security in our life, and we put it towards other things, the clinic, just by default, is going to go down. And so just something to be aware of if you're ever in the situation like us, like going through something like a huge change as far as like your lifestyle. Things are going to dip in the clinic. They don't have to, but just by default, because your energy is scattered, it's going to happen. So we knew that going in, and we knew that this would be a stressful situation, but this is a season, like I said, of expansion. And so as some things dip and contract, we know that other things are expanding, and it's going to feel really good on the other side of this, but it's who we are in the process while this pressure is being built, and while this pressure and tension is on us, who we are on the other side. I'm just so looking forward to being there so we can, first of all, get out of the stressful situation, but also just grow and learn from it.
And always make it positive. It doesn't matter, you know, about the 20%, 30%, it doesn't matter. Remember, you have two choices: or be upset and mad about it, or make something better. So you have a decision every day of doing it better. So just go for it. If you have any questions, please reach out, and don't forget to go to the website, pathtovictorychiro.com.